Whenever someone expresses they have doubt in you, I think it has the capacity to be one of the strongest motivating factors in achieving long-term success. If I think back to some of the most successful moments in my life when I worked the hardest to achieve an outcome, it's usually whenever someone says, "I don't think you can do that." This concept has held true through pretty much everything I've done throughout my entire life. When we use the doubt that others express towards us as a means to achieve our goals, it's amazing how much clarity and direction we're able to obtain. From this point forward, you have someplace you're trying to go and something you're trying to prove. Throughout history, these types of stories are incredibly common in executives and CEOs and athletes who've been told that they can't do something, and in spite of those people who've told them they can't, are willing to do everything it takes in order to achieve their desired outcome. So what we often see is doubt being used as a fuel to achieve incredible things. And despite all the external voices that tell you can't do something, the internal voice that says you can is the one you have to listen to every single time. There's got to be an undying belief and a willingness to bet on yourself through the ups and downs. A lot of what this winter training block for me is learning to mitigate the self-doubt and utilize the external voices to achieve my potential. If I can do this in a way that's unselfish and focused on my team, then I'll consider this season a success no matter what my times are. So welcome to episode 2 of the winter training block.
I'm looking at it.
Alright, just making sure. Okay, so today we are doing 7 by 1600, and it's going to be a pretty dense workout. We have 2-minute rest after each of the 1600s. The goal is to hit them around anaerobic threshold pace, which isn't too challenging, I don't think. It's going to be a hard workout. It's going to be a lot of volume, but other than that, like, it shouldn't be too bad once you find that rhythm. So that's our goal, is just find that rhythm, really dig into it, and just put in some good work. It's the winter right now, so we're trying to put in as much training as we can. It doesn't feel like winter out here. It's literally like 73, 74, 75 degrees right now, so kind of humid, kind of hot.
Points because
She's helping me film today behind the camera. Give a big shout out to Mary Grace. She's a legend.
clearly not doing it correctly.
She's figuring it out. She's new at this. So yeah. So about to start this thing off. I'm probably gonna start off a little bit slower than what my goal pace is, just so I can kind of ease into it and get a feel for the humidity and where it's at right now. Feels pretty humid, so I'm gonna have to, so a little bit slower seems like a better idea. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of ease off into it, find that rhythm, and sit there. So 507. Alright, so that was 5:04. Went out pretty hot, settled down a little bit in those last 2 laps, and did a split at 5:04. So definitely gonna be a hard one. I mean, I have 5 reps to go, so that's like 20 laps out here.
You got a little sweat on your butt.
I got sweat all over.
You need to shave those armpits, bro.
I'm not European like you.
When you find yourself in a workout like this where you're almost done but it doesn't even feel like you're halfway there, you've got to find something else to focus on. For me in those last few reps, I was focused on my team and working hard for them so that I can step into the role that they need me in after the break. This is something I learned from my teammate Cole that he's always utilized whenever he's away from the team to make sure that he can get the most out of his training and can be there for the team whenever he gets back after the break. Any doubt that I had at this point was pushed aside as I shifted my focus to something that was bigger than just myself. And any of the doubt I heard from the external voices was used as a fuel to stay focused for a little bit longer and to dig a little bit deeper.
Working that cadence. 200, come on. Hey, distance running.
Keep it 501.
501.
I'll take it.
Alright, so it is the following day after the anaerobic threshold workout that we did yesterday. I feel like I was able to hit the right effort given the conditions, given the humidity, given I was doing it by myself. I think the goal pace was like start at 5:04 and finish the last mile at like 4:52. Instead, I started at 5:07 and kind of cut down to 4:58, which I think it was around the same effort, if I'm being honest, given the conditions and everything out there. So I'm not too upset with that. I feel like that was it was definitely like a solid workout, and I'm happy to be able to hit that kind of effort for that amount of time and then walk away and be like, okay, that was a good threshold day. But all that being said, today we have another workout, and the workout for today is 3 by 5K at aerobic threshold, which is different than anaerobic threshold. Aerobic threshold for me is like 6-minute pace, 5:45 pace. So these are gonna be 5K reps at 5:45 to 6 minutes per mile. So they're not gonna be super fast. It's not anything, this isn't like a really fast workout. This is just kind of a way to cement the workout that we did yesterday into our training. I've never had any issues with like stacking a workout like this on top of like a workout that we did yesterday. So this is like I said, it's a less intense workout, but it allows us to stack the workout we did yesterday with the one we did today to continue to basically create one giant stimulus that we can recover from tomorrow, and then go into Friday with another workout, Saturday with a long run, Sunday full recovery, Monday recovery, back to Tuesday with another workout most likely. So that's the cycle we're on right now, but I just kind of wanted to break that down real quick. 60-second rests between each of the 5Ks, so just enough time to collect, get your breath, reset, and then just go back at it again. It just kind of makes it more mentally attainable, I think is the reason we take these rests. It's so we can mentally conquer it a little bit better. That way it doesn't feel like, okay, we have to go run 9 miles at 6-minute pace. It's like, okay, we can just run, we could run a 5K, just focus on one rep at a time, and then take a little bit of a break, reset, 5K, a little bit of break, reset. So then by the time you're done with the workout, it's actually not as challenging. It's not as big of a stimulus. It's not as hard of a stimulus as it can sometimes feel like if you have to do it all together. Gotta get one of these. A little bit before the run. This weather, it's raining right now, which means like the video quality is probably gonna get messed up because they're gonna get rain all over the camera. But also at the same time, it's like, it's gotten so much cooler in the last hour or so, last 2 hours, that it feels so nice out here. Shoe choice today though is the New Balance 1080. Kind of a daily trainer, but it's gonna keep me grounded because I don't really want to run too fast for this one. So it's gonna make sure that I stay on the right pace. Also, look at the weather out here. It's like fall in Mississippi. I didn't know we had fall in Mississippi, but this is like, it's actually fall in Mississippi.
But yeah, I've been trying to improve my cadence recently, and I've gotten somewhat better, but not good enough. So that's why I always have to run like a little bit faster on most days. I like multiple workouts in a week. It's honestly a pretty good thing for me.
Here with you in our treetop
Mile 1, 6:03. So we're right on. Nice mile 2, 5:54. Kind of that rhythm. I don't keep saying that. I'm trying to be relaxed. Alright. Mile 3, 5:48. It's like an 18:35K. Something like that. Mile 1, second rep, 5:44. Definitely just trying to hang around here. It's about as fast as I want to go. It's not too bad. Alright, it's mile 5. I think it's second mile of the second rep. That was another 5:44. I found the rhythm for sure. Not just sitting here. Alright, so the third mile of the second rep was 5:44 as well. We've done 3 5:44s. And now, almost done with the second 5K. Alright, time to finish up the last set, last rep. Hit mile 1, 5:43. Last 2 are gonna be definitely a challenge, but like definitely manageable at the same time, which I think is exactly what it's supposed to be. Alright, lost a little bit of control in the second mile. Ran 5:48. Already went up pretty high. So now the goal in this mile is to reel it back in, get the heart rate back down. I don't even know what that third mile was. I had to check. Yeah, so good workout overall. Jogging to cool down, back to the house. Probably reflect on it here in a second, but definitely like the ideal stimulus for today.
Driving back home for the holidays, and it's Thursday right now, so we did that workout yesterday, and I'd say it went pretty smoothly. Looking back on it, I'm like, yeah, like it was just a solid workout. It wasn't anything that was too crazy, but it was just a good effort, you know. And I think that's kind of what you need to walk away with a lot of the times from your sessions. It's like, okay, this was a good effort. This is allowing me to build fitness. This makes me feel good. Now let's go to the next one. That being said, today is Thursday, which means that we have a recovery day. I've been driving back. I'm about 3 hours into the trip. It's a 3 hour and 20 minute trip. So getting close to being back home. And the goal today is just go out, run a few easy miles, and yeah, like there's not really any constraints on it. I'll probably run like 5 miles easy. Just let the legs kind of go, just whatever they feel like, and try to keep the cadence a little quicker, hopefully, but sometimes that doesn't happen, so yeah, it is what it is. All right, so we're gonna get an easy 5 or so miles in. Just gonna jog up by the lake, and yeah, easy as it. Oh yeah, this weather's so nice. Closing in on mile 5. It's been a good run out here. Happy to be home for a little while, you know? There's a dog over here. Okay. Hopefully he's all right.